Hey everyone, welcome back. If you've ever felt like you lost yourself somewhere inside the chaos of a high conflict narcissistic relationship, you are not alone. Today we're continuing our journey through the Narc-Proof Mom Healing Deck, Archetypes for Recovery. My name is Maura McMahon, and I support moms in healing from narcissistic abuse and divorce. I created this deck as a self-healing tool for moms who are on this journey. This is the third video in this mini-series, and we'll be diving into cards 17 through 27, the archetypes that can help us name our survival styles so we can finally move beyond them. These aren't just illustrations, they're mirrors for your recovery. So let's get into the symbolism and how you can use these daily to reclaim your power.
We are the mothers. We are the mothers. We are the healing. We seek. We are the healing. We seek peace.
Okay, so I'm going to show you the card and the booklet page. On the face of each card is a core prompt and an affirmation, and then the accompanying booklet has even more information to deepen your reflection, making the healing process interactive and personal. So here we have card number 17, the Hearth. This is all about home and comfort. In narcissistic relationships, this gets destroyed, and it takes a significant amount of work to rebuild this. Along the healing journey, you come to realize that you are already home. That's the home within yourself. So the resonance is that it offers a safe, warm space for self-care. The core prompt is, what comforting ritual will you create for yourself? The affirmation is, I nurture a warm, safe space within my heart and my home. The therapeutic explanation is that the hearth cultivates an internal sanctuary that can be visited anytime. The healing prompt is to design a hearth ritual, like lighting a candle or having some tea, and schedule it daily with yourself for a week. This can help you to create a whole new routine and ritual that's really comforting and supportive for yourself. Okay, next is card number 18, the Compass. This is that rebuilding of self-trust, which is such an important part of this process. Narcissists undermine our belief in ourselves, and after we decide to leave these relationships, we can end up questioning why we didn't see them for who they really are. So this also undermines our own internal decision-making abilities. This is something we gradually rebuild over time with patience and with practice. So that's what this beautiful golden compass image is all about. The resonance is that it restores internal direction after being led astray. The core prompt is, what inner compass point feels most true for you right now? The affirmation is, I trust my inner compass to guide me forward. The therapeutic explanation is that the compass realigns you with your core values and purpose. The healing prompt is to list 3 values that matter most to you. Rank them and note a concrete action that aligns with your top value today. Next, we have card number 19, the Lantern. So I created this nighttime setting with a path through the darkness. I added some tiny little fairy lights, and an owl is sitting on the branch above the lantern. Sometimes we're holding so much pain that we can't handle feeling it for more than a few minutes at a time. It feels dark. And as we allow our suppressed thoughts and emotions to come up to the surface, as they receive light and attention, it's then that healing and release occur. So the owl signifies the wisdom that is a big part of this process. The resonance is that it illuminates hidden thoughts and emotions. The core prompt is, what part of your story needs gentle light to be seen? The affirmation I bring light to the hidden corners of my mind. The therapeutic explanation is that the lantern encourages safe exposure of suppressed experiences. The healing prompt is to choose one shadow area and just write a short description of it as if you were an observer. Then take note of one supportive step that you can do to explore it a little bit further. Next, we've got card number 20, the river. This is a beautiful, peaceful, powerful, and calm river with a woman paddling quietly along in her canoe. There's an eagle flying overhead, which is the connector between the spiritual and the earthly realms. The water represents emotion and intuition. So we want our emotions to move and flow just like a river. Sometimes they're calm and slow, and other times they're turbulent. It's just all part of the natural world, the natural process. So this is just a reminder that the practice of noticing and allowing your emotions is very powerful. If you notice resistance to a certain feeling or emotion, just allow it, notice it, give it some space. That's exactly what helps to clear it. So the resonance is that it encourages surrender to healthy emotional flow. The core prompt is, where can you allow yourself to flow without resistance? The affirmation is, I move with the current, releasing resistance. The therapeutic explanation is that the river teaches acceptance of emotions as natural currents. There's nothing to be feared. We can handle all of our emotions. The healing prompt is to visualize a river carrying a specific feeling downstream. Describe the sensation of letting it pass. Next, we've got card number 21, the garden. There's nothing better than getting outside into nature and digging in your garden. Here I created a woman in her straw hat and her overalls tending to her beautiful garden. Noticing growth of not just the plants, but of who we are as individuals helps to remind us of the cycles that are always moving us forward. Bringing mindfulness into our daily lives can help us grow new thoughts, new feelings, and new experiences. This act of nurturing and creation is so healing. I added in a little bluebird who's watching her, because bluebirds represent joy, hope, and spiritual renewal, reinforcing this message of gardening and growth. So the resonance on this card is that it symbolizes planting seeds of self-growth and hope. The core prompt, what seed of intention will you plant today? The affirmation, I plant seeds of hope and watch them blossom. The therapeutic explanation is that the garden frames intentional actions as nurturing growth. The healing prompt is, write down one small habit that you'll start. Something like a gratitude note or whatever it is for you. Okay, next up is card number 22, the star. Here I've created a bright blue and white angel with a very intense white light like a North Star. She's shining bright in the sky, lighting your way. Throughout this healing journey, I want you to know that there is light ahead. There is hope, there is healing, there is understanding and integration. All of these experiences help us to evolve and grow. This is very deep healing work, and it comes with long-lasting, lifetime rewards. The resonance is that it provides a guiding light of purpose and aspiration. The core prompt is, what right goal guides you through the darkness? The affirmation, I follow the light I see ahead. The therapeutic explanation is that the star offers a visionary focal point that sustains motivation. It helps you to move forward. The healing prompt is to sketch a simple star map of your primary healing goal and 3 stepping stones leading you up to it. Okay, next we have card number 23, the Pillar. Here I've created a mother bear in her little tub. She represents strength, protection, wisdom, and renewal. She stands under the pillars with an abundance of blueberries on each side. This is to remind us that it is up to us to support ourselves and our children, no matter what. Our kids rely on us to be strong and to protect them. We are the pillar of our family. So the resonance is that it offers structural stability and inner strength. The core prompt, what core value will you stand upon today? The affirmation, I stand tall and steady, supporting myself and my children. The therapeutic explanation is that the pillar embodies steadfastness amidst chaos. The healing prompt is to identify a personal pillar, something like honesty or compassion, whatever that is for you, and write a short pledge to yourself to honor it in a specific situation today. Okay, next we have card number 24, the Bridge. I created this image because it's helpful to know that you can move beyond your traumatizing relationship. When we frame it like a stage in our life journey, it's relieving to know that we don't have to stay in it. It was an experience we had, and it's now in the past. The bridge represents transition and movement. Here we are in the present moment. The past is behind us, future is ahead. So the resonance is that it facilitates transition from past trauma to future possibility. The core prompt, what step will you take to cross from past to future? The affirmation, I cross from old wounds toward new possibilities. The therapeutic explanation is that the bridge represents the active movement across a threshold. The healing prompt is to list one concrete action that moves you from remembrance to creation. Something like deleting a triggering photo or signing up for a class. It's just something new that you haven't done before. Okay, next is card number 25, the Bell. So sound is one of the fastest ways you can shift your energy. It's why music is so popular. It evokes emotion, and emotion is energy. So here I've created a beautiful golden bell that rings out in the darkness. This is a reminder that you can use sound as a tool to help you mark milestones on your healing journey. It's a tactile tool which helps to reinforce the emotional energy that it represents. So the resonance is that it celebrates progress and acknowledges milestones. The core prompt is what achievement, however small, will you honor today? The affirmation, I honor each step of my healing journey, no matter how big or small. The therapeutic explanation is that the bell reinforces positive reinforcement and self-recognition. The healing prompt is to ring an actual bell or a chime or a gong, and then write a brief victory log of today's win. Next is card number 26, the Labyrinth. Here I created a labyrinth made from curling and twisting branches with a golden orange light in the very center. That center is our soul center, our light. It reminds us that healing is confusing and messy. We have a lot of layers to navigate, and the way forward is not always clear. Understanding and accepting this helps you know that when this happens, you haven't done anything wrong. It's just a part of the process. If you find yourself feeling frustrated, try shifting your mindset into curiosity. So the resonance is that it encourages patient navigation of inner complexity. The core prompt, what part of your inner world are you willing to explore? The affirmation, I navigate my inner maze with calm and curiosity. Therapeutic explanation is that the Labyrinth models the non-linear nature of inner healing work. The healing prompt is to draw a simple maze, place a marker at the entrance, which is your current issue, and another at the exit, which is your desired state. And you can reflect on the twists and turns you anticipate. It just helps you process. And then last but not least in this video is card number 27, the Alchemist. So here I've created a woman wearing a white feathered headdress and clothing in white and gold. She's holding a bowl full of gold coins. The white feathers signify divine protection, purity, and peace. She's regal, she's worthy, she's prosperous. Her journey has brought her to a higher version of who she's here to be. She's overcome her challenges and alchemized her pain into her own personal power. So the resonance turns painful experiences into personal gold. The core prompt, what painful memory can you transform into wisdom? The affirmation, I turn my pain into wisdom and strength. The therapeutic explanation is that the alchemist reframes suffering as a catalyst for insight. The healing prompt is to write a gold extraction paragraph, something that describes the pain, and then extract one lesson, one strength that you gain. Okay, so let's wrap it up here. I created this deck as a toolkit for your own journey in healing from narcissistic abuse. You can use it in the privacy of your own home and as a daily prompt for your journaling. It's also part of the deeper healing program I've created called the Narc-Proof Mom Method. If these archetypes are resonating with you, it's a sign that you could be ready for the full framework. This method is specifically for empathic moms who are tired of just surviving the divorce and are ready to build an unshakable, narc-proof life for themselves and their kids. If you missed part 1 or part 2 of this series, just feel free to go back and watch them. I've included a link to purchase the healing deck along with an option to book a clarity call with me, especially if you're navigating healing after high conflict narcissistic divorce and you need some validation and connection. It can be a lonely journey. We are so close to our goal of our first 100 subscribers. So if this resonates with you, I would so appreciate it if you hit that subscribe button and join our community of cycle breakers. You have got this. I will see you in the next video. I'll be going through the next set of cards, which are 28 through 38. Thanks for watching, and until next time, take care out there.